coming to a part where, you know, shit ain't like that no more. It's just not like that. I know that one supposed to procreate with a man, but it's just not like that anymore. You got all
Give me Psalms 82 and 5. Say that again.
I said you got all different types of women that are able to procreate a child with. You don't have to do all that. What I mean is that you don't have to actually have sexual to have a child now. They got other ways you're able to do that.
So like sperm bank, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But where does seed come from? Right. So something. I want you to understand something.
Okay.
This world that we living in right now is full of evil, sis. Revelation 11 and 8 one more time, like the officer brought out. Let me show you something about this world that we living in. Let me show you something about this country that we living in. Because you know the LGBTQ, they added a P onto it. You know what the P stand for, right? No. Pedophilia.
Right.
Meaning, yeah, right. So I mean, I got a little bit. I got 3 daughters. I got a 1-year-old. I got a 6-year-old, and I got a 10. You see how your face like, that's some nasty stuff right there. You see that? But that whole agenda is they using your mindset to push that. They said, well, if she can have rights, if she can marry a woman, then I can marry a 6-year-old child. Right. That's what they're using you to do that, sister.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
Backbeat.
Hey, we the only team don't play games. Championship rings need champagne. Babylon can't stop this campaign. Rampage, cause I know why the heathen rage. Cause the guys be bringing it out. This kingdom we bringing it down. Lost sheep we done been found. Wait until we get a crown. Crown talk, yeah, this that crown talk. Nehemiah don't want be like Nino Brown now. Cause this that king talk. Real life king talk. Like Solomon, I see things clearly like a greenhouse. The wordplay can't get colorful. The scriptures cutting you the butter too. Not to mention we a living legend. Don't know what to do when a myth is standing right in front of you. You better watch and just take notes. The father sent a flood, then a rainbow. But his son coming back with fire. So it ain't gonna be no more scapegoats. Let me tell you what the prophecy, unparalleled with the prophecies. Stopping fritz, bodies in the street. My people property in this monopoly. Call it America, where the dreams come true. Where nightmares and the demons come too. The sodomite agenda. I don't give a damn if you offended.
Come on.
Question, how you doing? What's your name? Sean?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Gedaliah. Nice to meet you, sis. So I want to hear what you said. I want you to recap what you said. You said that back in the day, man and woman had to come together to make a child, but it's not like that anymore. What you mean? Break that down.
What I mean is that you don't have to actually have sexual to have a child now. They got other ways you're able to do that.
So like sperm bank, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But where does seed come from? Right. So, well, so okay. Now, you love God, right? And you believe a lot of the stuff in the Bible. You say you don't believe everything because you thought it was a white man book. I think the brother disproves some of that, right?
Yeah, but it's still a white man book at the end of the day.
No. Wait a minute. I'm going to tell you how you know it ain't a white man book. Revelation 13:10. Then I'm going to deal with your spirit real quick. So I want to show you this. My sister. So you saw what the brother showed you about the slave ship, right?
Yeah.
See, one thing we need to stop doing, we give a white man too much credit.
Right.
He not the wisest man on the earth.
Right.
You looking at the wisest men on earth.
The wisest men on earth is the ones
That actually wrote the Bible. Those are the wisest black men that was on earth.
Right.
You understand? So he couldn't sit down thousands of years ago and write a prophecy that blacks and Hispanic would go into slavery on slave ships.
Right.
The white man ain't got that type of power.
Right.
Only power is a black man sitting on his throne in heaven, and that's God.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Bring
So
it
that's where that power come from, to say 2,000 years before something happened that it's going to happen.
That's right.
So let's stop giving him that much credit. This book ain't his book, all right? Now watch this. I'm going to show you how it ain't his book. Revelation 13:10 real quick.
The
Watch this.
book of Revelation.
And keep this up too. Go ahead, Doc.
The
Flip it over.
book of Revelation,
Flip it over.
chapter 13, verse 10.
Now, if I'm a white man and I wrote the Bible, I'm going to make sure I take this out.
Right.
Watch this, read.
He that leadeth into captivity.
What are they doing to us right here? What do they lead? Because captivity means slavery. What are they doing to us right here?
Bring it up.
They leading us to slavery. Flip it over. On the slave ships, they came to the west coast of Africa and got us and took us all over the world on slave ships.
Right.
Right? So they led us here because we wasn't steering the boat, they were. Right. So they led us into slavery, like the Bible says. So what the Bible say, read?
He that leadeth into captivity.
He that enslaves another race of people, read.
Shall go into captivity.
You hear what that say?
Bring it up.
The Bible's judgment for putting somebody in slavery is that they got to be put in slavery.
Right.
Now, if I'm a white man and I wrote the Bible and I know I enslaved black people, ain't I'm going to take that out? I got the power to do it. Ain't I'm going to make sure I wipe that out? Right. Or hit the typewriter. You know, back in the day, they had the typewriter. Hit the typewriter like that. I'm going to do that, right? So this ain't a white man's book. The Bible condemns the white man for what he did to our people.
Right.
The Bible is your independence book.
That's right.
Your Independence Day is when Jesus Christ touched down and saved us from the hand of our oppressors. July 4th ain't our Independence Day. We was in chains and shackles in 1776. We were being sold in 1776. We was getting our back beat picking cotton all up and down Highway 45 in 1776. So Independence Day, 4th of July ain't got nothing to do with black people. You know how we know it ain't got nothing to do with black people? Our brother just had a knee on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Right.
And so he suffocated. And the dude was saying, I can't breathe. Help me. Let me up. Dude, the white man was like, you crazy.
Well, what about the sisters that
You see that? The sisters too. Breonna Taylor. She was in her house sleep. She was in her house sleep. Police bust up in her house on a no-knock warrant. Was at the wrong house. Shot the sister 9 times. We stand up for all our people, sis.
Right.
We stand up for all our people. But see, you got to understand something. I want you to understand something.
Okay.
This world that we living in right now is full of evil, sis. Revelation 11:8 one more time, like the officer brought out. Let me show you something about this world that we living in. Let me show you something about this country that we living in. Watch this. Revelation 11 verse 8. You
The
take it
book
down.
of Revelation, chapter 11.
So you got it. This ain't no white man book. He wouldn't condemn himself. The Bible already got him set up to be condemned. All we got to do is keep the commandments to the end. Watch this. Read.
The book of Revelation,
Ain't no white man wrote
chapter
this book.
11,
Watch this.
verse 8.
Right. And then you know what's heavy about what the brother's saying? Israel became a nation on what continent? Right.
Yes.
Israel. The Israelites became a race of people, a nation in Africa.
Right.
Dark-skinned people. Moses sat on the throne as the Egyptian Pharaoh's grandson. He didn't even know that he wasn't an Egyptian.
Right.
You know why he didn't know it? Because Moses was black.
Right.
Moses was Wesley Snipes black. So he was like, this is my grandson. He didn't even realize he was another race of people because we look alike, but we not the same race.
Right.
Watch this. Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8.
Watch this, sis.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Whose dead bodies lying in the street right now?
Bring it out.
It's ours.
Yes, right.
It's our dead bodies.
Right.
But it ain't just talking about physically dead, brother. It's talking about we spiritually dead too.
right.
Spiritually, we don't know who we are.
Right.
Spiritually, we don't know we the greatest people that God ever put on the earth.
Right.
That we are the chosen people of God.
Yes.
And that all these races going to bow down to us when Jesus turns back. You understand? Keep reading.
Which spiritually it's called Sodom and Egypt.
What was they doing in Sodom and Gomorrah that the Lord didn't like? Right. What were they doing? It was homosexuality. It was transgender. All that stuff ain't new. That ain't new stuff, sister.
Right.
That ain't new stuff, brother. What we see today, what's going on in America today, that's not new, sis. So the Lord said today, America is spiritually Sodom because of the homosexual agenda and because we slaves here.
Right.
Even when you look on the back of your dollar bill, what's the first thing you see? The Eye of Ra and a pyramid.
Right.
God trying to let you know, he leaving you a sign to let you know you in Egypt today.
That's right.
It ain't on the continent of Africa. It's America.
Right.
And America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. And that's why we getting killed here, because we don't know where we at.
Right.
We don't realize what times we living in. We don't realize we in the worst. It may seem like the best country on earth because they painted us that picture. But I've been to Africa 6 times in the last 2 years, 5 times in the last 2 years, because we got churches in Africa teaching the same thing, because we got brothers that were scattered in slavery in Africa.
Right.
So we go to Africa. We actually own the continent, right? So when we go there, they still believe Jesus right there.
Right.
They believe all races can be saved. God so loved the world. They believe the same thing we believe over here. They believe it on the blackest continent on earth.
Right.
You understand? Why? Because the white man has spread his doctrine throughout the whole planet Earth, and he done distorted and destroyed everybody.
Yes.
Why you think he won't give money to Nigeria? Why you think the white man will not give money to Nigeria?
Bring
Why
it
you
out.
think it is? Bro, because Nigeria won't accept homosexual marriage.
Right.
You know why he won't give money to Uganda? When I was in Uganda, we was getting apartments for our brothers that live over there. The apartment guy at the complex, he said, we like Donald Trump. And we was like, y'all, you ain't like Barack Obama? He's like, no, Barack Obama wouldn't give us no money because we wouldn't accept same-sex marriage. You see what I'm saying? This white man know that that a lot of us gonna get destroyed following him. That's why I say you gotta know where you at and who you are.
Right.
You an Israelite. What's your father? Your dad is an African American?
My dad is African.
Okay, he African?
Yeah, my granddad stay in Africa.
Oh, he stay in Africa. What part?
Shit, I don't know. I forgot.
Okay, well, but for the most part, your spirit bear witness with the slave ships. You know how people came on slave ships, right? So you an Israelite. So I'm gonna claim you to my tribe. You from the tribe of Judah. We just gonna claim you there. You from the tribe of Judah, sis.
Right.
What tribe you from, bro? What's your daddy? Okay, so you from the tribe of Judah as well. You know already. So this brother knows something. So y'all both from the tribe of Judah. You know what Judah mean? Judah mean God's praise. You know what that means? That means God put you on the earth, so when people see you, they praise him.
That's right.
That's the way it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
That's
Bring it
right.
out.
But in America, things have got flipped upside down.
Right.
You understand? Now, they put our sisters in the front to be the leaders of the family.
Right.
And it's not nothing saying nothing wrong with it. It's not, well, listen to this. Your body as a woman, just like my body as a man, they're different, right?
Okay.
My body as a man, and all these men out here, our bodies are gripped to hold up the weight of the world. That's the way our bodies was made. Why? Because the man is the rightful ruler of the earth. The black man is, not the white man. Not his lies that he taught us. 1 Corinthians 11:3.
Hold on,
Not-
before you start that. So, y'all really, for this, I just want to know, so do y'all take in women like me?
Absolutely. We got sisters that was, hold on, wait a minute now. I gotta answer that question. We got sisters in our congregation that had the same spirit you got. We got a sister in our congregation that was playing overseas basketball. This sister was one of the top players in the country.
Right.
And she had a girlfriend. And she was in a relationship with a woman for a very long time. And she heard the truth. She found out that she was a princess, a daughter of Sarah. It took time,
That's
but
right.
she married now to a man. So it can happen, sister.
I'm too aggressive with it.
Listen.
Way too aggressive.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something real quick. You gotta stop. Let her hear this, bro. Let her hear this. I want her to hear this. I want you to hear this. Get 1 Corinthians 11:3. Let me show you. Now, does the black woman have to be strong in America? Absolutely. You know why? Because a lot of our sisters by themselves.
right.
Because the mindset of our black men ain't right. That's why you see these brothers out here getting their lives together.
That's right.
Right. We gotta protect. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My wife got mace in her purse. She even let nobody just pull up on. We take boxing classes. See, but I'm saying we take boxing classes. So, because she got to be able to put, but I'm not saying that to say that she should have a masculine spirit, because that ain't the spirit that the Lord gave unto our sisters. That's the spirit we gained over time through our oppression, through what we learned. I'm going to show you that. 1 Corinthians 11:3.
The book of 1 Corinthians.
Well, hear God. If you don't want to hear me, it's okay. But hear God, sis. Hear God. Read.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3.
Read.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So who's the man's head? Us black men. Who's over us? Who the Bible just say? Read it again.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every black Israelite man, Israelite, black, Hispanic, Native Indians, we make up the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. He said that our head is Jesus Christ, right?
Right.
Keep reading. So you agree with that, right? Jesus Christ. Don't leave yet, bro. Don't leave yet, bro. Stay for a minute. Stay for a minute, guys. You know you Israel, so yeah, that's the Sabbath. You just went there and bought something. You gotta get to the baby. All right, make sure you teaching the commandments, bro. Somebody pull him to the side, help him out. Read.
And the head
Watch
of the
this, sis.
woman.
Don't let him pull you away. Somebody gonna try to pull you away. Watch this. Stay here. Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
You hear that? Your spirit don't like that, do it?
My spirit just like, what?
That's the way the God set it up in the beginning. So
Yes, right.
because
I can't
think
stand
not.
that one to be like,
Well, it's the natural order of things. See, what has happened is the world is out of course. He was about to get there. I apologize for cutting you off. Give me Psalms 82 and 5 real quick. Let me show you something. Because I know you got punk gab, but guess what? You know what today is, right?
today,
Saturday. What is Saturday to God? Or to the Israelites? The Sabbath day. You're right. So on the Sabbath, we ain't supposed to buy, sell, cook, do any of those things. This is our day to go and worship the Lord.
Right.
That's what we're trying to pull you into. Because sin is why we die, sister. That's why we dying. The black and Hispanic and Native Indian man and woman, the reason we died at a high rate like we die is because we the people of God won't do what he say.
Right.
That's why we dying. I ain't talking about so-called white man, Chinese, Arab. I ain't talking about them. God ain't dealing with them like he dealing with us.
Right.
Let me show you that. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 5.
Read. Watch this, sister.
They know not, neither will they understand.
The they is the children of Israel. They don't know, neither do they understand who they are in the eyes of God. Read.
They walk on in darkness.
And guess what? If you walking in darkness, can you see clearly? So that's what we walking in America. We are in darkness. We can't clearly see who we are and what we're supposed to be doing and what God said about us and what he requires of us. That's why you said, I see if y'all want to live y'all life like that. The reason you're able to, your mind is able to say that is because we haven't been taught this from the beginning. And we've been taught this from the beginning. And I'm not talking about Christianity, because this right here, this the devil right here. This right here is evil right here. So what they taught us about the Bible from this perspective is evil. And that's why when you see the Bible, you still cringe a little bit like, I don't really know, man. That's their religion. I ain't really with that. I don't really like the way that sounds. I know it's the white man. He brought us there. You're right. He did give us religion. He gave us white Jesus. But he didn't give us the Bible, because Jesus looked like this according to the Bible.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
You hear what the Bible says, sis? All the foundation of the earth are out of course. Let me ask you a question. What you think that means? Because that's some heavy stuff what we just reading right now. What does it mean by the whole foundation of the earth is out of course? Well, let me ask you this. Is there a famine going on right now in America? A famine. You know what a famine is, right? That's a lack of food. Is there a lack of food going on in America? You know why, don't you?
Bring it out.
Who created the pandemic?
Bring it out.
Nope. America did that.
Yes,
You know who
yes.
Dr. Anthony Fauci is? He the little short white man with the glass that come every time Donald Trump leave, he come up and talk.
Right.
He spread AIDS in the 1980s.
That's right.
He patented, you know what a patent is, right? He patented the coronavirus in 2004.
Yes, right.
Coronavirus has been manipulated with bat and pig DNA, and
Right.
they mix it with women's fetal tissue,
Right.
and that's how they created a monster germ, and they gave it the name COVID-19.
Right.
What happened to COVID-18? What happened to COVID-17, 16, 15? Think about it. It's been around, sister.
Right.
They created it. That's why the Bible say the whole earth out of whack,
That's right.
because we don't know who we are.
Right.
That's why you can conjecture and come up with things in your mind and say things like, I don't fully agree with that. You know why? Because our mind's been changed.
Right.
It ain't the Bible. It's the mind of you and I have been changed. Romans 12 and 2.
I got to go now.
I got to hit you, sis. Yeah, because look, sis, we don't want you to leave here. Come tell you what, you know all the crime that's been going on in Jackson?
Yeah.
Why you think it's been going on?
To be honest, man, I don't really know.
I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
Because we've been teaching this word for 3 years on the streets, and our people won't listen.
Right.
So God got to come and do what we say when we bring the Bible out. That's why I tell you, you ain't standing before regular men.
Right.
You standing before the prophets of God.
That's
When we
right.
bring this word out, when we teach, like today, we're going to teach this word, and our people going to go out and do against this word, and a lot of our people going to die.
Multiple shots were fired inside a Jackson bar a little after 1 a.m. Saturday. Hinds County Sheriff deputies say a man died and 3 others were injured at M Bar.
We trying to stop you, my sister, from going down that same path.
I ain't gonna go down that path. Like I said, I agree with the words that y'all saying, but when it comes down to my sexuality, I like what I like. So, I agree with what you're
Right.
saying.
So
I just wish,
I got another question then.
Uh-huh.
When you was born, because you was born a woman, right? When you was born, you didn't know to like a man or a woman. You didn't know that, right? Right? You didn't know. You was a baby. You didn't know. You was a baby. You didn't know. But your body was already set up to bear children.
Right.
As a woman, your body was already set up to bear children. My body is set up with my tools to put the seed in the woman to have the children.
That's right.
Now, why would God give us two different sets of body parts if he meant for us to go opposite ways?
I don't know, but
That-
they ain't just say my cup of
Right. Well, let me show you why. I'm going to show you once again. Romans 1:25. Let's go.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 25.
Last one, Sean. Last one.
I'ma listen to y'all.
Last one. Don't leave.
Last
Last one. I want you to get up close to the person. I want you to really hit it. I want you to feel this, sis. Read.
Romans chapter 1 verse 25.
Read.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Who changed the truth of God to a lie? This one right here.
That's right.
Because in 912 AD, they knew Jesus was black.
Right.
During the Dark Ages, when King James ruled Europe, they knew that Jesus was a black man.
Right.
So who changed the truth of God into this blonde-haired, blue-eyed white man that lived in Africa?
That's right.
That hid in Africa from white people. How he gonna hide in Africa from other white people? That makes sense?
Right.
When Jesus was a baby, his daddy and mama fled into Egypt so he can hide amongst other dark-skinned people. Could this man hide amongst dark-skinned people? So read it again.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
So who did it? Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Because the Bible is truth, but who changed it? Right, he changed our mind about it. Keep reading.
And worshipped and served the creature more than the creator.
You know what it means when it says serve the creature more than the creator? Because even as men, even me as a man, we lust. We have lust in us. And we try to fight that lust. So when we see a sister that's attractive, our mind automatically mindset. You know why? Because we have learned to serve the creature more than the creator. God said if you look on a woman and lust after her, you commit adultery with her already in your heart. Right. Meaning I'm not looking at my sister to say, hey, I might want to marry her. I might want to have children. I might want to take care of her, do right by her. I'm thinking like, damn, look at that ass.
Right.
Damn, look at that body.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So the Lord said we have learned how to now worship man or woman, whatever our lust is, whatever our desire is, we worship that more than the person or the man that created that.
Right.
That's why the world's so messed up, sis. Keep
Right.
reading, bro.
Who is blessed forever.
Read.
Amen.
Come on.
For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affection.
So since we say we want to choose the woman's body or the man's body or whatever our lust is over God, he has given us over to a vile affection. You know what vile mean? Disgusting, dirty, nasty. He said he give that. He said, okay, you don't want to serve me? Let me put a disgusting spirit. Why you think some people, because you know the LGBTQ, they added a P on to, you know what the P stand for, right? No. Pedophilia.
Right.
Meaning, yeah, right. So I mean, I got 3 daughters. I got a 1-year-old, I got a 6-year-old, and I got a 10. You see how your face like, that's some nasty stuff right there. You see that? But that whole agenda is they using your mindset to push that. They said, well, if she can have rights, if she can marry a woman, then I can marry a 6-year-old child.
Right.
That's what they're using you to do that, sister. They're using the mindset of y'all to do that, I'm telling you.
I'd rather be by myself then.
Wait, well-
As aggressive as I am.
well-
But still, I'm
well,
not in the
Wait, now you don't have to be a part of it, but listen to this though. Keep reading. Go ahead.
For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
What does it mean that our sisters have changed their natural use to that which is against nature? Well, have you ever done plumbing? You ever seen plumbing before? You got a female end and a male end. They got to go together. You can't take 2 female ends, they'll just knock against each other. Same with 2 males, they'll knock against each other.
Right.
One has to be inserted.
against each other for males.
What?
They got other stuff ways they insert.
No. I'm talking about tools.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about tools. I ain't talking about men. You know what I'm saying? Knocking hell no. That's some nasty. Boy, don't get me started. So I'm saying that you got a female part, the male's part go into it. It inserts and it makes the pipe connected to one another so the water can run through flowing. You understand? If I put two males together, two females together, the water's just gonna leak out because they can't connect.
Right.
That's the way the Lord set up man and woman. Right. So what he's saying here is our sisters have changed their natural use, which is to bear children, to be a wife, and to be strong. There's nothing wrong with being strong. There are strong sisters in the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? That stood up for their people. There's a sister in the Bible named Judith who cut a man's head off for messing with her people. So there's nothing wrong with sisters being strong in that sense where they love God and they have a zeal for their own people. You understand? Nothing wrong with that. Like Sojourner Truth, Shabazz, Harriet Tubman, she believed it. Right. But Harriet Tubman was married though. She understood that when it came to her black man, that king, she submitted to him. But when it came to protecting her people, she took the forefront. You understand? But when it comes to the black man, we have been taught to be aggressive towards, our sisters have been taught to be aggressive towards us and not aggressive toward the people that's shooting us down in the streets today.
Right.
Oh, no, because the black man is more aggressive towards the sister.
Yeah, because they mind ain't right.
The sister's the most disrespected woman out here in America.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. That's real. And that's some real stuff you saying. So on top of that, on top of the black woman being the most disrespected, now but she's also the least married, and she's also the most abused. So how does that now work if we as men trying to get ourselves together to stand up to protect our sisters, and then a sister say, well, I want to be aggressive, I want to lead too.
That's who I am.
But that's what I'm saying. The brother, sis, let me ask you this. Let me say this.
Bring it out,
when I was in the world, when I say in the world, I mean before I learned the truth, right? When I was still blind, I was playing basketball professionally, right? I was in college at Mississippi State. I had some brothers with me. We went to a party. Brother sat down. I think I told y'all, come on under this thing, sis. I don't want you to get wet. Come on, real. You good? So we go to a party. We sit down at the party. A sister sitting in a chair. She get up and move. The brother with me just sit down in the chair. Next thing you know, I hear a deep voice in the background say, hey, my nigga, you need to move. I said, that don't sound like no brother, but the voice deep. Out of the darkness comes a woman, right? They beat the brakes off that sister. And I told them to stop doing it. The brothers got put in jail for that. I'm saying it to say this. You a sister, and you may be able to hold your own. But when the right man come around, if he put his hands on you, he can take you out, sis. Just like it's men out here that can take me out as big as I am. So you don't have to have that spirit of only wanting to protect yourself. That's what your brothers is for. That spirit that you got on you is coming from what you've learned, what you've been adapted to, what your preference is. But I'm trying to get you to get away from your preference and get to what God says.
That's understandable. You're right about that.
And this is love. You understand this is love, right?
But I train myself every damn day.
All praises.
You get what I'm saying?
All praises. I know some. Hey.
That's out here.
All right. Hey.
You kickboxing at least 3 times after.
All praises.
That's what I'm saying. I can protect.
All praises. All praises. I know some sisters. I know some sisters just like you. I know some women 6'8", my height. Brittany Griner used to play at Baylor when I was playing at Oklahoma, my height. When Brittany Griner got on the court with some professional men, when she got on the court with some men, you know what happened, don't you? They dogged her out. You know why? Because she's not built to be that masculine. Right. It's only get to a certain point, sis. That's what I'm trying to show you.
But you gotta train yourself.
You can train yourself all you want, but God still made the man stronger. And he made the man stronger so that you can depend on him.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.